Oh my god, I can't get it out. Ah! I dropped my phone. Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emasu, a book lover that's always on a binge. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing a bookish challenge. That is why you're actually seeing quite a wide view of my bookcase, because I'm gonna need to stand up for this book challenge. It is called Do I Have That Book? Now this is a book challenge that I saw from one of my favorite book content creators on YouTube, which is Freya, and I'll put her YouTube right here. I love her, she is adorable. This challenge has a total of 20 questions and we're gonna try to complete it in the little amount of time as possible. This will be a little difficult because I didn't really plan ahead, because I don't really plan ahead. So we'll just start with the first question. Do you have a book with deckled edges? Deckled edges, they're kind of like serrated, right? Like they have like a woo woo woo. Luckily, I can think of one that I do own. I've got it over here somewhere. There she is. A book that has a deckled edges in my possession is A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This is so good. This is a Dracula retelling in the perspective of his first bride, Constanta, in the form of confessional letters, which is unlike any other book I've ever read. And the formatting, I just truly enjoy. And this is the edges themselves. Let's see if I can... Yeah, they're like thicker paper, and I don't really know how to explain a deckled edge. It's not even. You know what I mean? Like it's not even as regular paperbacks, I guess. The next question. Do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? This might be a difficult one. I don't think I gotten anything that is a graphic cover, like any person being shown in it. I think I have a couple with 2 people on the cover. Never 3, but I will research right now. Does this one? 1, 2. 2 people, just for the summer. Does a dog count? Ah, can't do that. Can't cheat my way. I do have like this special edition paperback cover that I bought for my ACOTAR ones, but they only have 2 people on back and front, so that doesn't count either. I have another couple one. I'm down here, by the way. Hi! Can't see me. I'm taking the loss for this question. Oh, there goes my ring. That was quite the scavenger hunt, only to come up empty. Anywho, third question. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? A retelling! Surprise, surprise, it's actually a book that I haven't read yet. Really not a surprise at all, because I keep saying I'm gonna read this one, but I still haven't. It is in fact One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. It is a Romeo retelling, a modern day retelling of it, with witches. But yes, we do have that book. The next question is, do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Exactly 10 letters long. 8, 9, 10. Gotham Malice! Oh my god, I can't get it out. Gotham Malice. 10 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't count. Apparently this is not 10 letters, it is 11. We're putting it back. Okay. This is 10 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count. I'm just blind. We do have a book that is 10 letter exactly as the title. So there you have it. That one was very embarrassing for me. We're gonna move on now. Question number 5. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? I do! We have Steel Princess by Rena Kent. We have the letter S as the beginning, and then the end is also an S. Also, I love this one. I love the trilogy for Aiden King's Story and Elsa Steele's. Question number 6. Do you have a mass market paperback book? I believe those are like the smaller, like very smaller versions of a regular paperback. Now, I don't really know if I have that, to be honest with y'all. This is not it, right? I don't think this is a mass paperback. I do not have one. I do not own a mass market paperback. Number 7. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? I do! And she's right here. Let me get it out for you guys. Oh, shites. This might be difficult, mate. All right, loves, I have the book in mind. It is the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. I believe she also goes by C.M. Owen. And apparently also Christy Cunning. There you have it, the Mindfuck series. This is a dark thriller romance, and the romance is more of a subplot, but the plot itself is what you're reading for, okay? Not the romance, but the plot itself, because it is dark. There is a lot of twists, lots of mind fucking, as the title suggests. It is very, very good. This is a 6-star read for me, and I would die on that hill that it is one of the best dark romance books I've ever read. Question number 8. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Literally, the title is their names. We have Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates from the Magnolia Parks universe. Ow! Why did I do that? These books have a really strange smell. Like, it smells like it's still fresh out of the factory. But anyway, aren't they beautiful? Out of these two though, however, this is definitely my favorite. If you want a contemporary, very toxic romance, pick this series up. I'm still in the middle of it. In fact, I still have to read Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home. It is quite an emotional, traumatizing book series, so I'll get to it though. Awesome, we did well with that one, guys. Question number 9. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? 2 maps. I feel like 2 maps is very uncommon and very difficult to find. Okay, after a couple minutes of searching, we have found one. It is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hudson. Have I read it? No. Do I have the book? Yes. And does it have 2 maps? Yes, yes it does. I was surprised to see. We have the one big one of map of a run and surrounds. We have the big map, but we also have another map, which is the Imperial Island. Ta-da! Look at that. That was a really hard find, but on to the next question. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? I have books that have been turned into movies, like Hunger Games. But a show? I don't think I do. Oh no, I do! Silly me. Hi. I do in fact have Bridgerton books. I only have book 1 and 2 and book 3 and 4. The author is Julia Quinn. Have I read the books before I watched the show? No, I haven't. They're just so intimidatingly thick, and I don't think I'll be getting to them anytime soon. They're just gorgeous to look at. I just love the regal Britain era, and the show itself just brings such comfort to me, and the romance do be spicy, and I can't wait for Benedict's season next. Question number 11. Do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? Physical copies might be difficult. After some Googling, I found out that the author Julie Soto, who wrote Rose in Chains, which is a Hermione fanfic turned into an original work, and also Not Another Love Song, which is somewhere down in my little TBR cart, is also a playwright. The playwright that she wrote was called Julie's Musical Generation Me, which won the 2017 New York Music Festival's Best Musical Award, as well as Best Book for Julie's work on the script. So yes, I do have a book with an author that's also known for something else. Number 12, do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Ah! I dropped my phone, but she's still okay. Right, surprisingly, I don't have any with clocks on the cover. Maybe I need a book that has a clock on the cover now then. Do you have a poetry book? This one, I know I have. Poetry book. We have Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel by R.H. Sin. I have read this a long time ago, but it does have, each page is literally a poem of some sort. Let me read you one. When angels fall to earth, forgetting about their wings, holding on to things they should fly away from. Did we learn something? Let me give you another one. Hate the process. It takes too long to realize that they're no longer good for you. Poetry. Question 14. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? I feel like I have a couple of them. Here we go. Have at it. Oh, we have The Popular by R.F. Kuang. I can't believe I didn't think about this one. This is a very well-known one. It says Time Magazine 100 Greatest Fantasy Books. A very high compliment for the series. And I haven't read book 2 or book 3 yet. Book 1 did a number on me. It was indeed incredible. If you're looking for a high fantasy book, pick up The Popular by R.F. Kuang. Question number 15. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? Well, my initials is MV because my full name is actually Mary Margaret Varela. So MV might be a bit difficult. I can never really find one with the same initials as my own. But we shall see. Unfortunately, we do not have a book with an author that has the same initial as me. Maybe I should look for an author that has the same initial as me and read their book. Maybe I'll enjoy it. Next question. Do you have a book of short stories? Immediately, that one is a no. I do not have any short story books or a book that has short stories. Yeah, I guess I would have if I had kept some of my earlier childhood books, but I unfortunately do not have one anymore. Question number 17. Do you have a book that is between 500 to 510 pages long? That is a very specific number. And we have a lot of thick books, so I feel like we could find them. D.E. Schwab's newest book is more than 520. No. Nope. 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 It's like 600 pages, bro. Right. I've found it. We have Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, and it is exactly 507 pages. That is the final page. By the way, one of the greatest fantasy romance trilogies out there. Fucking incredible. Carissa Broadbent. Amazing work with this one. Question number 18. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Yes. This is the time for it to shine. I indeed only have the first book because I'm ashamed to say I have not read the rest of the books in the series. I apologize. I've only seen the movies. After I read this in high school, I only read the first book and never read the rest. And I've seen all of the movies. Maybe it's time to go back and read this and buy the rest of it. Amazing though. I love this. Like, I love the movies of this. I just need to get to reading the books itself. Because of course, the books are usually 100 times better. Question number 19. Do you have a graphic novel? Funny thing about me is I started out as a manga reader. If you don't know what that is, it is the Japanese graphic novels that read from right to left instead of left to right. I'm gonna pick up a couple of them because I do have a whole pile which are underneath here, which I would show you guys, but that would be a lot of work. And I'm just a really lazy person. So I'm just gonna pick a few and show you guys. These are just a few of them that I was able to take out of the stack underneath there. This is a regular book and this is what a manga would look like. It is completely different, opposite sides that it opens. It reads from right to left, and then it is indeed a graphic novel. So they're like panels that you just read through. I don't even know how to do this properly. You just read through. They have the dialogues, the art. It's honestly really, really nice to look at. Some of the more famous ones from anime and manga, we have Food Wars and Fairy Tail, which my all-time favorites, by the way. They are hilarious to read. The food in these, they make it look so good. And then Fairy Tail, of course, one of my favorite fantasy animes. And then just to name a couple more, we have Toradora, which is one of the iconic romantic animes out there, and manga. We have Haganai, an old classic one as well, and A Scientific Railgun, which is also another classic sci-fi fantasy one. The final question for this challenge is, do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? Now that is a very easy one. We only have books 1 to 5 because I am collecting the newer covers. But yes, this is the Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti, The Awakening. This is the first book. This is an urban fantasy romance, and it is quite a journey to go through. I am still in the middle of it, in fact. I'm just about to start book 4. It's actually part of a whole universe. You would have to read 2 other book series. Obviously, you can go without having to read those, but I do recommend you do. But yes, we do have that book that have 2 or more authors. There you have it, loves. That was the 20 questions from Do I Have That Book challenge. Now, that was really fun. I kind of want to do more of these challenges, so if I ever come across them, or if you guys have any suggestions for challenges like this, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!